Welcome to the Nagual Zone. I am Anaam. Today we are talking about diet, eating, food, drinking. You know, all those things that the average man is absolutely obsessed about. The first clue is right here. Right here. I've given you the first clue of what a warrior has in their word inventory and behavior and experience when it comes to the word diet. Haven't I said countless times, flip the script around. If the average man's consensus insanity is completely obsessed with something, stop obsessing. Flip it around. Treat it as nothing special. It's the same thing. And I'll explain to you exactly why. It's not just for the sake of it. There are actual reasons why. So first of all, for the warrior, diet is not a big issue. It's just not. It's just not. And I'll tell you why. Everything I speak in this video is complete common sense. And I say the Toltec path could be really called the common sense path. However, as we know, common sense is as rare as it comes. That's why I choose to call it the average man's consensus insanity. There's no common sense to be found there. So, the first thing is the average man's hypnotism with the word diet. The warrior is concerned with a completely another word. The warrior is never concerned with the word diet. The average man is obsessed with it. The warrior is concerned with the word nutrition. You see, your body doesn't give a fuck about your diet. Does it? You tell me. Does your body know the word? Care about this word? Does your body know about the, what was it? And all these diets come from white people, Western white people. Neo-Rome, I call it. Citizens of Neo-Rome, which is crumbling in front of our eyes right now. Atkins diet. I don't see any Aboriginal person called Atkins. Do you? Or an Eskimo called Atkins that came up with this diet? Ah, yeah. Interesting that, isn't it? All these diets, if they actually worked, you wouldn't see a sea of fat people around you. You're fat too. You'd see what was seen in the 80s when I was growing up. Beautiful looking human beings. Even then the DNA was corrupt, genetics was getting corrupted. Slim, not bombarded with 3G, 4G, 5G, 6G, 7G, and on, right? So that the body has to create a layer of protection. Did you know that blubber, fat, is one of the greatest protections against radiation? Yeah, I didn't know that. That's why you're fat. That's part of the reason why you're fat, because you're living in these times. Now, that doesn't excuse your lack of willingness to do something about it. That's on you. However, suffice it to say, your body has no clue what the word diet means. You eat, the body digests, and creates what? Nutrition out of it. So the warrior isn't concerned with diet, warrior is concerned with nutrition. And I'll tell you exactly why. Imagine that you were thrust by the blow of the Nagual into a completely alien world. You would have to find something to eat. At that point, you'd be concerned with just one thing. Is this safe to eat? And is it gonna be nutritious? Would you be concerned with a diet? Let me not eat potatoes. Let me not eat this. Oh, and that, and this. No. But Newsflash, you are thrust in an alien world. You're living in a world not of your choosing, but absolutely of your making. Warriors are different in that they live in a world of their choosing as well. That is the only way to get out of the prison, the shithole called real life. There's no use spiritualizing a shithole. But we live in heaven. No, you don't. You really don't. Really, you don't live in heaven. You wouldn't know heaven if it slapped you in the face. So, get concerned with the word nutrition. Replace the word diet. Take it off. Take it off. That word is producing so much stress in you. So many concerns. Look, how about saying, oh, what am I consuming for nutrition today? Right? What am I going to have that is nutritious today? How about changing your thinking to that way of spell, magic, spell. Change the nature of your magic. The word diet, like the word God, these are all black magic words as far as practical living is concerned. They produce intense and immense stress to your subliminal mind. Right? You are to... life is stressful enough. You don't need these kind of words misdirecting your decisions into an ongoing stressful living. Diet, diet. Relax. Think nutrition instead. That way you will naturally gravitate towards foods and make decisions which have to do with your well-being, rather than the fitting an immensity like yours, a luminosity like yours, a grand design like yours, into a tiny little word that the Neo-Roman has given you called diet. The reason this video is being made today is because a viewer requested, she had questions on, okay, what should a warrior eat and what are the things? Well, I'm telling you that this is what the warrior is concerned with in regards to food. So, just like, let me give you another example. I'll tell you why diet is a big deal. I'll give you two examples. There's a guy called Cesar Millan. Dog people absolutely know the name Cesar Millan, just like guitar people know the name Jimi Hendrix. It's the same deal. Cesar Millan is like the Jesus for dogs. He's got his own TV show and all that. You can watch Cesar Millan and on YouTube and everywhere else. Okay. Cesar Millan said something very telling one day in one of his live shows. There was a problem dog and he sorted the dog out within minutes, miracles and clapping, cheers, everything. And he said, Cesar Millan's from Mexico originally. He said, you know, there's a big difference between American dogs and Mexican dogs. American dogs have regular meals and lots to eat every day, and I find that most of those dogs are insane. Mexican dogs, most of them don't have regular meals and they don't have enough to eat. They don't know when the next meal is going to come, and they are the best behaved dogs in the world. Here's another example. Syria, the country Syria, has been being bombed relentlessly and attacked, bullied, raped relentlessly by the Neo-Roman countries. Let's just put it like that. For no reason whatsoever. None. Okay? Imagine a Syrian woman who has 2 kids, who has no idea whether if she goes to sleep in the night, her roof will explode. You think this woman is concerned about diet? "99% of the 8 billion are like that." You can afford to ask these questions. Make no mistake about it. Let's get very sober here. You know why you're concerned about diet? You know why you're fat? Because you never starved in your whole life. Never starved. You don't know what starving means. You don't know. That's why you can afford the luxury of the word diet. Oh, what should a warrior eat? Please tell us, Anaam. Yeah. You know what I would say? I would say go starve yourself. Get rid of all your food for 1 week. See what happens to your state of mind. It'll put everything in perspective for you. But it won't be good enough. You know why? It's one thing to live in an Indian ghetto with a British passport in your back pocket. It's another thing to throw that passport away and live in that Indian ghetto for life. It's a whole different experience psychologically. It's the same thing. You starve yourself for a week, but you know you can have food at your fingertips whenever you want. That's why diet and all this. Warriors do not take food for granted. First of all, our focus is towards nutrition. Secondly, warriors know what it is to be that Syrian mother. We are not sedentary, sort of bumming around in life type of people. Warriors are not that. Warriors live on the razor's edge of life. Really do. Really do. Many acts in the advanced, later on in life for warriors take on literally life or death meanings. In that state, diet isn't a word that is that big a deal. Now, having said that, so recapping, warriors should be ideally and can, genuine ones, eat anything. I can eat anything. I can eat anything. Eat anything. Put me in a jungle, I'll kill a snake, trap something, whatever. I'll cook it, eat it. Or I'll roast it, or whatever. I'll even eat it raw if things get bad. Cockroach, fine, give it to me. I don't care. If it's edible, I'll eat it. So, warriors are able to be fluid enough to eat anything and not suffer for it. In fact, the body is free, unburdened, to be able to turn it into nutrition. And because there are other more important things to be concerned with. Having said that, for example, I live in the modern world in a small little town with, normal produce that we all get, right? So here are some principles to always look out for if you're living in Neo-Rome, because you are surrounded by unbelievable amounts of toxicity, inside and outside, right? Here are some principles to watch out for. First of all, your typical plate of food, half of it, 50% should have green stuff on it, the color green. Carrots include in that, beetroots included, but you get the idea. Half of it should be green in color. The other half, allow yourself to have whatever is there, right? You can have a steak or whatever is omelette, right? Secondly, get up to 90% of what's going into your body as organic, as it is called in the UK and America, or bio, as it is called in Europe and beyond. which means no pesticides and none of that. As far as you can trust the produce, try. Get up to 90% of your weekly intake as organic. So you have half of it should be green or veggies, in other words. 90% of the time, try and get up to that. Eat as much organic as possible. There are many, this is a big topic, there are many different little tips, tricks that I can keep giving you that will improve your health so much you won't even believe it. A lot of those reserved for my apprentices, right? And then a few we will discuss here in the masterclass. The video guys, the freebie guys, you get the basic. You get the basic. So start with this. Now here's one final thing that I know you won't do. I know you won't do it. You won't do it. Is, you know, the people who are concerned about diet are the people who don't exercise. It's a strange paradox. And I know that in the average man, the marketing and the Instagram influencers and that beautiful girl on Instagram who's running 10 million miles every day and she looks amazing and ripped and, oh yeah, my video on diet is coming soon. Yeah. If you're burning fuel, you will automatically be concerned about nutritious food. Needless to say, you won't be binging out KFC and McDonald's, which is, by the way, proven fact. There's human meat in McDonald's. Proven fact. You can do your own, come to your own information on that. Human meat. Discarded organs from China. Discarded organ trade. Organs that cannot be used goes into the McDonald's factories. Yes, but you didn't know that one. KFC, same deal. Horse meat, the horse blood trade, blood of horses. It's heinous. You want to inform yourself where your favorite fast food is coming from, right? Needless to say, stay away from this nonsense. And if you don't even have sense enough to stay away from this stuff, then you really shouldn't be watching this channel anyway, right? I mean, you really are ignorant, like really ignorant. So just move along. Okay? The rest, you must become, over a period of 10 years, don't try and be a hero, you'll really injure yourself. Become a master of your body weight. Stop your gym subscriptions. Those gyms are there to mess up your joints. That's all those gyms will accomplish for you. Stop this neo-Roman nonsense about weights. I lift weights. I do deadlifts. You know, deadlifts are the worst thing you can do for your rotator cuffs. I can lift 3,000 million pounds of deadlifts. I'm better than Superman. Really. Yeah, we'll see when you're 60 what's the condition of your shoulders. Well, I can have incredible weights hanging from and I can do squats. Yeah, we'll see what your knees look like 10 years from now. So stop the gyms are a scam. Master your own body weight. Learn calisthenics. The old way, the traditional ways when gyms didn't exist. What did people do for exercise? Right? It was called calisthenics then, and it's the best thing you can do for your body. But take 10 years to develop. It's no joke. It's very, very tough. Gym is like the pacifier, and you think you're getting milk. No, you're just getting a plastic freaking thing. That's what gyms are. Save your money for better uses. Especially don't go on any machines designed by white people. Just don't use them. They will injure you. Or the treadmills. What do you think the treadmill does do you know how complex a human foot is? It's an amazing piece of engineering, a human foot or hand. Ankles, knee joints, hip, shoulder joints. A treadmill is the worst thing you can do, especially wearing the shoes you do. Right? Correct shoes are a whole different topic in itself. In other words, Start with these principles and then go on a journey. Don't get hung up on diets. By the way, here's a little pro tip. If you fancy yourself to be a warrior, there's plenty. I come across warriors. They really think they're warriors in their head. You shouldn't be having any allergies. Pollen, sneezing. What, you got a problem with flowers now? Got a problem with innocent nuts? In the 80s, the list of allergies that were given in restaurant menus, you know how many there were? 0. Oh, by the way, I am Illuminati. 0 allergies. 0. Now, what's the list in the restaurants? GE, FG, 3P, 54, 33, and then a star. 33 means blah blah. FG means fluken free and Gagan free and this free and that free and nonsense free. What kind of freedom? What freedom do you want? What freedom do you want? You want freedom from nuts? Believe me, that's not the freedom you should be looking for. But what do? My body I break up into boils and I start exploding. I become a human volcano if I eat just the one groundnut or something. What should I do? Change yourself. There's a stress in here that is creating that. There's a stress in here. Clean yourself out. EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, is a great way to do it. But most people who do EFT, because it's so simple, they think they got it. Oh yeah, I've got EFT, I tap. No, it takes years to really actually know how to use it. You do EFT for 10 hours, I'll do EFT on you for 60 seconds. We'll see who gets more results. You gotta be patient and learn something properly. EFT is a great way to remove allergies, right? I can't eat this, I can't eat that. Here's a little anecdote, a very funny one that really stuck in my mind and really hilarious. In a few years back, we used to run what we used to call jokingly a waif house. So come Christmas, all our friends who didn't have anywhere to go during that time would then come to our house. That particular year we had like 12, 13 people who were waifs, and they came over and we had a great time, fantastic. There was one friend of mine who came there, beautiful lady, known her for many years. And another friend of mine, they started chatting, and she started going on about how she was intolerant to gluten, intolerant to gluten, intolerant to biden, intolerant to I don't even know the names of whatever these intolerances are, right? Whatever, the works, whatever intolerances there exist in the world, this lady was intolerant to everything. Intolerant to meat, intolerant. And my friend's just looking at her going, and at one point he couldn't contain himself and he goes, "Why are you such an intolerant person?" That stopped her in her tracks. But he said something very deep, didn't he? Think about it. He commented on her state of mind. I'm intolerant to this. What kind of magic spell is that? Of course your body is going to be intolerant. Because most of it, white people in white coats have told you this. That you should be intolerant. Or you are. We have found in our studies that you are intolerant. Really? I'm not intolerant to anything. Never was, never will be. I bloody eat anything. Eat anything. It doesn't matter to me. How comes? So if you're intolerant, I understand. Theory is fine, but if you're going to eat an onion, you're going to start, behavior, body goes all bananas, then it's not a pretty sight, right? It's a genuine problem you've got. The problem isn't in your body, is it? It's not in your body. It's between your ears. The problem is here. And it's not in your conscious mind, it's in the subliminal mind. And EFT is a great way to clean out the subliminal mind. But you have to stay with it for 5 years. For 5 years. 5 minutes is not going to cut it. 5 weeks is not going to cut it. You have a choice. You can either move towards well-being, in which case you better sort out your allergies and intolerances, or you can accept your nonsense and live out the consequences. On you. No one cares. No one cares. You want to fuck up your body by either ignoring or remaining in ignorance? Great, go ahead. Really, no one cares. You'll be the one to suffer. If you want to rise up, meet the challenge, how the hell have I got an allergy? Let's do something about this. There must be something in here toxic, or a bunch of things toxic in here that are produced, that now the body has come to a point where it is manifesting it in the physical. The physical manifestation is the last step for the body in terms of good things and in terms of disease, both. You have to work here first. You have to undo a lot of stuff. And most of all, you will have to overcome this paradigm, which is absolutely everywhere. I don't know, and I don't want to know. If you overcome this paradigm, you can do anything. You can do anything. But you won't, will you? You won't. It takes a lot of energy to overcome this paradigm. Look inside you and look around you. Your main story in life is, I don't know, I don't want to know. Oh, I don't know how to heal my allergies. You do know. You heard of something called the internet? Yeah, you have, haven't you? You surf all day. You surf fucking nonsense all day, don't you? But you won't do anything to inform yourself and practice for 5 years, if that's what it takes, to get rid of your allergies and empower yourself. Surely getting rid of a dis-ease, lack of ease in your body is an act of empowerment. Surely. Remember what I said in the beginning of the video? Common sense? Yeah, common sense. Common sense. You can do this, but there are forces within you stopping you. And the greatest one is, I don't know and I don't want to know. One of the biggest things, one of the most frequent things, initially I say to most of my, especially women apprentices, you do know. You do know. They'll say, I don't know why I'm crying right now. No, you do know. Look, why are you crying right now? Or some problem, or something, whatever. But I don't know. No, you do know. You do know. What is it? Look. So don't accept this I don't know black magic cursing. Don't curse yourself like that. You do know. You do know because you are a luminosity completely immersed, connected with. Connected with does not even do justice. Completely immersed in the emanations of the divine. Let's just leave it at that. So you do know. You do know. How to get rid of your allergies, you do know. I'm here to tell you that you do know. Don't take excuses and just because it panders to your laziness. Go on a whole journey. It will empower you. Go on a whole journey. You sneeze when spring comes because the flowers are blooming. You can't tolerate flowers. What is it within you that can't tolerate spring flowers? Beautiful spring flowers. What's the problem? And importantly, where's the problem? Tomorrow, what are you going to do? Oh, every time I look at a rabbit, I come out in boils. What are you going to manifest next? What is this nonsense you're living out? And you're rationalizing, justifying nonsense. You don't need to do all that. Instead, turn it into an opportunity and say, oh, wait. What's happening here? Let me look. Let me get honest with myself. What's going on? And initially, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen because you don't know how to heal yourself. You're born with that ability to heal yourself, but it was taken away from you. And you were never taught how to develop it. You were taught to depend upon the neo-Roman way of killing people. It's called hospitals. Right? You can heal yourself. You can. There's actually a book written by an amazing lady called Louise Hay called You Can Heal Your Life. Let's say this together. You can heal your life. Again, you can heal your life. So when I'm saying you say I. You can heal your life. 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 Yes, you can. You can heal your life. Not that life, not that life. No, don't worry about any other life. You can heal your life. You can heal your life. Think about that. You can heal your life. Yes, you can. You can heal your life. Stay with this magic spell. It will help you far more than saying, I don't know, I don't want to know. No one says, I don't want to know. It's an implied, I don't know. Yeah, but what's implied is, and I don't want to know. Let's get out of that and let's get into, I can heal my life. I don't need to worry about diet. I can heal myself right into nutrition every single day, all the time. All right, there are other tips coming for the masterclass attendees. For now, I shall love you and leave you. Thank you for watching this far. Standing up to the barrage. Walk in freedom. I'll see you next time. Namaste.